What's up, YouTube? This is me, Asian Dave, aka Fanatical for Jesus, aka Da Wei, aka David Chu. I'm coming to you real quick talking about top 10 signs you might be manic. Now a lot of these are going to be personalized to myself, how I get when I'm manic, but they can be experienced by other people too who go through mania. So, if you find yourself having any of these symptoms of mania, then I suggest you see a psychiatrist and get on medication because mania, even though it feels good, like I'll be the first to admit that mania feels good. It feels like you're on cloud nine and you're just floating above the sky and everything is just great. Like that's how it feels. But it can lead you to harmful behaviors. So, if you experience any signs of mania, I suggest see a psychiatrist right away and um get on medication because it's nothing to just it's nothing to just play around with. Anyways, so the first sign of mania that I know I'm manic is when I have racing thoughts. And racing thoughts is just like a continuous stream of thoughts just going from one point to the next point really, really fast. Like you don't really think about one thing for too long because you're often thinking about the next thing, and then you're thinking about the next thing, and then you're thinking about the next thing. And it's just a continuous stream of thoughts just all jumbled together. That's the first sign that I have when I realize that I'm going into a hypomanic or manic episode. The next sign is I start talking nonstop. Like I just don't stop talking. Like um I'll keep talking on and on and on about whatever, and I won't take any pauses. I'll just yeah. So that's another sign that I know that I'm getting into a hypomanic or manic episode because I continuously nonstop talk, and I talk really fast too. That so when you notice, so if I don't know if I have any videos that I made where I was manic, but if I do, you'll notice that in the video I'm talking like nonstop and going from this point to the next point, and I'm and I'm not pausing to take a breath. That's how you know I'm in a manic episode or hypomanic phase. Um, and I probably don't have any videos. I don't think I have any videos where I'm like that. But people who know me know that I get like that. Like so, yeah. Maybe one of these days when I'm in a hypomanic phase, I'll record myself so you guys can see how I am. Maybe, but yeah. Another sign that I'm hypomanic or manic is I get highly energetic and I just want to run around everywhere. Like my medications make me feel sedated, so I don't feel the need to run around all over the place. But when my meds aren't working or I'm um not on the or I'm not on the right meds or I'm not on meds at all and I get hypomanic or manic, I just run around everywhere and like I just fool around a whole lot. Like I'll mess with people. And everything is funny to me. That's another thing that I forgot to put on my list. But that's another thing that I exhibit. Another sign that I exhibit. Everything is absolutely hilarious to me when I'm hypomanic or manic. I'll laugh over the littlest things because in my mind at the time I find that hilarious and like someone could trip and I'll just start laughing or um just someone could say something like hi how are you and I'll just start laughing because every little thing will be funny to me. Oh, like when I'm hypomanic. Um, another Another sign that I exhibit when I'm hypomanic is I'll read more than one book at a time. Like I'll read like up to 5 books at a time when I'm hypomanic or manic. And don't ask me how I do that, because honestly I don't know how I do it. But when I'm hypomanic or manic, I'll sit there and pick up like 5 books at a time. I read all 5 books at the same time. Um, and that's when I realized that I'm getting into hypomania territory. The next one, I've seen other YouTubers talk about their increased appetite when they get hypomanic. My appetite actually decreases when I get hypomanic. So I'm not really as hungry as I normally would be when I'm hypomanic. Like I literally feel not hungry at all when I'm hypomanic. And if you put food in front of me when I'm hypomanic, I won't eat it because I won't be hungry. And so that's another sign that I have that I exhibit when I'm hypomania or manic. Um, the next one is I don't sleep for days. When I get hypomanic or manic, I will not sleep for days. The longest I've gone without any sleep has been like 4 or 5 days straight with no sleep at all. And that's just how I get when I get hypomanic or manic. I just can't sleep. I'll try and I have tried to sleep while I'm in this phase, and I just can't sleep. Like I'll lay down and my mind will just be racing so much that I can't like relax enough to fall asleep. So then I just get up and start playing video games or watching TV or something. And next thing I know, I'm staying up all night. And then the next night comes around, and the same thing, and then I stay up all night. And then the next night comes around, the same thing, and I stay up all night. And then eventually, like around 4 or 5 days, my body just crashes because it can't go any longer with no sleep. So that's a typical sign of mania when you don't sleep for days. This one is more of a sign of mania than hypomania, and it's blanks in memory. If you find that you have like blanks in your memory, when I have manic phases, I don't know what I'm doing. And when I come back from a manic phase, I have a blank in my memory, a blank spot in my memory that that is that is pretty much empty. I don't know what I did when I was in a manic phase. Like my most recent one, when I was telling people that I was going to kill Donald Trump, like I have absolutely no memory recollection of me telling anybody that. I just know I did that because people told me that I did that, and so that's a sign of mania when you have blank spots in your memory that are are just there. Like a whole segments of your memory is just a blank spot because you don't know what you did during that time. Then that's a sign of mania, full blown mania. Now this is a sign of hypomania, and that's I tend to overspend money. When I get hypomanic, I feel this urge to just like spend money, and I'll spend money on books. I'll spend money on whatever, whatever I feel like I have to have at the moment. My impulse control is not there. I have no impulse control when it comes to spending money when I'm hypomanic. Like when I'm when I'm hypomanic, I have no impulse control, and it's just it's caused me a lot of problems. Like it's caused me problems where at the end of the month I have no money for food, and me and my mom have to go hungry because I overspent. or like just stuff like that. Like it's caused me issues to where like my bank account would be in the negatives because I overspent. I overdrawn my account. Like that's why now with my account I have it set to I can't overdraft on my card. Once my card is at zero, it's at zero. It can't overdraft. And I did that for my own protection. Um Another thing that I exhibit when I'm hypomanic is I'll smoke nonstop. Like normally when I smoke, I'll smoke a cigarette and then I'll put the box down and smoke later. But when I'm hypomanic, I'll smoke nonstop continuously over and over and over again and I won't stop smoking. And so that's when I start doing that, that's when I start realizing that I'm hypomanic. And finally, the last one um, that I realize that I exhibit when I'm hypomanic is I get highly motivated to write a best-selling novel. I've done this many times where I've gotten hypomanic and I'll have all these ideas flooding my head, and I'm like, oh, that would be a perfect idea. Like that would be a perfect story, and then I'll sit down and start writing. And then once the hypomania wears off, I don't go back to that story ever again. But when I'm in a hypomanic phase, I get all this extra motivation, and I start telling myself, "Oh, you're gonna write this story, and it's gonna be a New York Times bestseller." And I'll really believe it too, and I'll want to sit there and start writing. I'll start writing for days, and then my hypomania wears off, and then I never look at the story ever again. But that's what I've done frequently, a lot, throughout my life. Anyway, so these are top 11, well, because I added one. Like, it was supposed to be top 10 signs you might be manic. But I added the one about the continuous laughter. So top 11 signs you might be manic. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to rate and subscribe. All right, have a good night. God bless you. And deuces.